matchup now between two conferences with long intertwined histories, and it hasn't always been friendly. It's the SEC versus the ACC here today. Welcome to Durham, North Carolina, Brooks Field at Wallace Wade Stadium, home of the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the USF Bulls, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Kermstreet. Kurt, let's get right to the action. The Bulls will kick it away and start us off. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup, both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial to kick-starting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis. You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little.
Here he goes. Past the 20. Inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Duke.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. On the run, it's Wilcox. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll feed the back again. Runs through the defender. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
First down and 10 now. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 38. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. It's an out route. The catch made. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And it's a wildcat look here as he tries to convert on 3rd down. Direct snap. Defense has got him, but that wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the 1st down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Stockton. Snags the quick throw. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Chris, it's not always the big, tall receiver that gives these defenses headaches on slant routes. Sometimes it can be that undersized guy from the slot that's very tough to get your hands on.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Looks right for a quick completion. Muscles past the defender. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a 1st down.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
And here's that wrinkle, the wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. And it's a direct snap. Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the wildcat look.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Been a really solid drive, and now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Wilcox. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a 3rd down.
This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and long. Receiver makes the grab. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. That's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
The Bulls will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. 4th down, looking to throw for it. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
Chris, how about this? You're inside the red zone. You get the 4th down. You go for it. You show that aggressive approach. Your players love that you show confidence in them, and you're rewarded with a 1st down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Play action here on first down. Quick throw to the left. He's got it in the open. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Looking to pass it. Quick throw to his receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up. And the single back takes the handoff. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Blue Devils. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner forced out at the 15. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. They were punching into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And the completion made. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. On the move now. Looks like he's going to run it. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
This defense is so caught up in defending this pass game. I think here they just completely forgot about this guy's ability to run the football. Good, solid gain, and he gets out of bounds.
Important 3rd down play coming up. They'll try to run for the first down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
The Bulls pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field. It's Stockton. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Looking to convert on fourth down. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Direct snap. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
See if they can convert the point after. And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking deep to the right side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
Second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And the pocket delivers over the middle. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Here's the second down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. Back to pass. It's Stockton. The sure hands. It's Wilcox. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So quickly, all the way up to the 36 in his first down. He's looking to throw. The pass is intercepted. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that prep.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. Powering through the defender. He's in the clear. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
The offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking to pass here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Tough situation with the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And here's the return. The returner is brought down. There is a flag on the field, so we'll check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
On the set. Easy.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Grant down the middle. It's Brown. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. A new set of downs after that completion. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Looking to throw it on first down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's first and goal.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Send the back in motion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Lost the ball short of the goal line. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Looks like 1 more play here before halftime. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talking about putting up points before halftime and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
And the PAT is good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Scanning the field. It's Stockton. Defense is coming after him. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Blue Devils will kick this away to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. Grabbed by the receiver. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Runs out of bounds at the 34. Good enough for a first down.
First and 10 now for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
On the screen, he runs out of bounds at the 48. And that's a first down for the offense.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires it to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. Oh, he's bringing it back. Inside the 40. At the 20. Crosses the touchdown, Blue Devils. And the defense joins the scoring party now.
The QB is the loneliest man in the stadium right now.